Okay. Welcome everybody to PWF is Raw, it's our weekly broadcast, which we talk about WWE, thoughts, our review on Raw and SmackDown, thoughts and rumours. We do answer questions as well. Our fans bring us any questions as well. And so tonight we'll be talking about Extreme Rules, what happened last night, and some thoughts and some rumours, and we do have some questions tonight as well from some fans. They did leave some at last. So, so of course, first you like us on Facebook at Broadcast Wrestling Fallout. Make sure you follow us on Twitter at PWF is Raw, and of course click that subscribe button. And now of course I'm the host. I'm Adam, and I've got some guests. Well, I've got a new guest on the show. You might know him as Albert, maybe.
That's right, brother. So excited to be
What a great way to start a partnership.
Let's make fun of the guy we invited. Bob off fire.
So, say hello to Albert. Say hello, Albert. You can plug your thing as well.
Thank you. Well, ladies and gentlemen, I am C-Double, Chris Champion. I'm with Wrestle Talk, and it's been a pleasure. I got to have the pleasure of having Mr. Paul over at our show last night, and wanted to give a lot of respect and appreciate you guys following us at Wrestle Talk on Twitter. And yeah, guys, it was a pretty fun event, and thank you for allowing me to come. My brother Albert is trying to make a living for us on NXT, so I'm trying to, hold the fort down on Wrestle Talk. And yes, I escaped from Wrestling Impact, if y'all would like to know.
That place was like Alcatraz, huh?
Thank God for that. We always need a clap for that. But
not really, when you realize that it was guarded by baby kids.
PG kids, yes. But,
it was guarded by Hornswoggle's midgets.
Yeah. Yes.
Oh boy.
Thank God you left. But yeah, we got Billy Gunn. Billy Gunn's here.
What's up, guys?
What up, Billy?
You can plug as well if you want to plug your thing.
You can like me at World Wrestling News. You can follow me on Twitter at BrickWall860.
Yep. And we got, of course, the original guy from PWF as well. We got Paul. Paul is in the house, man. What's up?
What's up, everyone? I'm 5'11". I like long walks on the beach.
Okay.
I'm just kidding, guys. What's going on? Happy to be here.
And you can plug your Twitter account. Yeah.
Follow me on Twitter at _Arabian Wolf, or add me on Facebook at Paul Jaser.
Yeah, do that. Yep. Good. Let's start off with Extreme Rules anyway. The review, the pre-show. Started off. It was a wheeling match between El Torito and Hornswoggle, which, to be honest, I didn't really watch all the pre-show. I know Paul did. I don't really watch pre-shows that much. I watched the last 5 minutes of it, but it was quite fun actually. The last 5 minutes of me watching it, but. Yeah, I predicted it was going to be El Torito winning the match. Did win the match. He ended up doing a springboard from the top rope, senton through to a table to Hornswoggle. Yeah, I mean, I heard the crowd was into the match. Yeah, it was a good start off pre-show. I should have watched all of it, I guess. That's how it is. But I didn't see the replays of it, so. Or something. So what about you, Billy? What do you thought of the pre-show? Did you watch the pre-show?
Yeah, I actually watched it because I actually wanted to see if it actually was a good match. It actually was. It was better than I thought it was going to be.
Yeah.
They had a lot of cool spots in the match too when they were all outside, went through that table. The finish was alright. A springboard through the table for the pin.
Yeah.
And the little midget announcers, midget referee. It was pretty funny. It was a comedy match, but overall it was pretty good.
Yeah, those announcers, maybe we should use them for Raw and SmackDown all the time. Replace JBL and Cole and Jerry, definitely.
Yeah, they don't have as big of egos.
No, they
That's
don't.
actually much easier, more entertaining, but yeah. So yeah, what about you, Chris? What you for?
You know, I gotta say, at first when I saw it, I just looked at it and I was like, "This is gonna be so stupid." I was ready to take a fork and stab my eyes out, and then I was like, "Well, let me just watch this." And when you got to see the commentators, you saw the referee, you saw the ring announcer, it was fun. And give it to 3MB, give it to the El Matadors. These guys sold out just to make these guys look great. It was fun. A lot of the high spots were hilarious. And I gotta say, those announcers, the JBL was hilarious, especially when they said, hey, if you download the WWE app, it's only $9.99, and the other guy's like, no, it's not. It's $4.99 for us. And JBL's like, can I get your password? you know, That's great. I mean, you really can't get better. And at that point, I just was like, you know what? Whoever wins, wins. This match has been beyond entertaining. So that's how I saw it. So.
Yes, it was entertaining, definitely. A shame I didn't watch all of it, but hey.
Oh, it happens.
Yeah. What about you, Paul? What you thought of
the pre-show opened up, looked like we were at Barnum and Bailey Circus, but I agree with the majority of people on this. At first it doesn't look good on paper at all. It looks like a joke, honestly.
Yeah, that's what I thought.
But I thought they honestly exceeded expectations. Even Los Matadors and 3MB getting involved added a great element to the match. There's like so much going on at once. There's a lot of nice spots, and El Torito and Hornswoggle, I thought they performed well, especially Hornswoggle, little fat chubby legs waddling like a duck. So, but I thought they went out there and they had a good match, and they definitely have passion for the business, whether they're midgets or not. So I enjoyed it, and I'm happy I saw it.
Yeah. Yes, I mean, it was entertaining, but again, I didn't see all of it. So, I think the rivalry has ended now, so I don't think there will be any more El Torito and Hornswoggle, because El Torito really beat him now, twice already?
Well, El Torito's got momentum now. He could go into this battle royal tonight and win the U.S. title from Dean.
Oh, God.
Oh, God.
We don't want to see that happen. Remember when Hornswoggle won the Cruiserweight?
The first ever U.S.
That did happen, though.
Yeah.
We don't want to repeat. No, it's more worthy. But yeah, hopefully that's ended. Yeah. Yeah. So yeah, let's move on to really the first match of the night. Triple threat elimination match. Rob Van Dam versus Cesaro and Jack Swagger. I mean, I actually thought this match was really good. I enjoyed it. It was definitely to have the first match like that was pretty cool. Of course, Cesaro won the match, but RVD obviously pinned first Swagger with a fast-star frog splash, and then later on Cesaro hit the neutralizer onto his trash can and pinned him, and I definitely was worth a watch, and Cesaro, I predicted him to win because he's having obviously a big push. Probably now I'd like to see him maybe go push to the main event, so hopefully he does. But so what do you think, Billy, of that match?
It was a good opener to Extreme Rules. I like the matches. It was entertaining. RVD always puts on a good show every time he's in the ring. There's a couple cool spots, like the trash can for the ending. That was pretty cool. Yeah, it was good. I liked the match.
So did I. I mean, his face must have hurt bad.
Yeah, didn't he get cut open?
I think he got injured. Yeah,
I wouldn't be surprised if he got cut when he got neutralized. Like, the fucking trash can was split open and stuff.
Yeah, his eye got cut open on the side, right?
Oh, I saw that afterwards.
Yeah, it did. It did.
Yeah.
It definitely, yeah.
I didn't notice that until the conference after the show.
I know.
Yeah, I didn't notice either, but yeah. Yeah, what about you, Chris? What do you thought of the match?
Well, for me, guys, I thought the match was done very well. Timing of it, the placement of the moves. Man, Cesaro, I mean, give credit to Jack Swagger, doing some of the place spots he did. Loved when he kind of dropped RVD and put it into the Patriot Lock immediately. I thought that was a pretty high spot there by RVD and him to do that. And I tell you, man, Cesaro is just getting better. The more he works, the more I'm enjoying it. And look, I love the network. I enjoy watching the classics between him and Sami Zayn. I have a feeling that we're going to have something kind of close to that with RVD and Cesaro in the next few weeks, where we see Cesaro and RVD trying to one up each other. And if so, it won't be a bad thing. And I got to say, main event talk for Cesaro is righteous. I mean, I have no problem putting him in that spot. But right now, I like where he's at. Paul Heyman, my God, we got to give this guy some credit. Especially he comes out and is given the commandments of Extreme Rules, and then still somehow puts in, educates us in the fact that his client conquered the streak, like we saw the alternate version of WrestleMania 30 and saw the Undertaker win. So I'm so glad he cleared that up for us. But he's a heel manager. He's great at what he does. So, like I said, I'm glad Cesaro won. It really was a good match, though.
Yeah, so did I. I mean, he had some ECW chance as well in that match.
Oh,
as well.
yeah.
Of course. It's going to be RVD, of course, original ECW guy, Paul Heyman. But, what about you, Paul? What are your thoughts on the match?
I thought it was a good choice to open the show. In the beginning, it did start off with a little bit of miscommunication between the three when they were, fisticuffs and throwing hands in close quarters. But, overall, the match, it was a good pace throughout the whole thing. There were some nice spots, especially my favorite one where we had, Jack Swagger on the outside ring apron, and Cesaro suplexed him in from the second rope, and then the following five-star frog splash knocked Swagger out. I don't know why there was some confusion there, thinking that he kicked out when he didn't even budge, if you guys noticed it. But,
he was done.
I didn't
finally
understand
said he was eliminated. Like, he didn't even move at all, and they're like, "Whoa, 2 3/4 or something." I'm like, "What the hell?" But other than the miscommunication at the beginning, I thought they kept a good pace. They finished strong. They told a good story, and I honestly, Cesaro may be going in and working a program with Bad News Barrett and feuding with him for the IC title, because they are trying to bill him as a face, but who knows what direction they're going to take him in. As long as they keep pushing him, I'm happy. I've been watching him since he was Claudio back in the Indies, so anything he does is great, in my opinion. Paul Heyman as the ambassador for Cesaro, or the manager, whatever you want to call it, is it's only going to make him even better. Even though he mentions Brock Lesnar more than Cesaro, but
yeah, it does too much. But, yeah.
I'd like to see that feud if they are going to build to that in the future. Cesaro versus Brock Lesnar would be epic.
Oh, that would be.
Oh, yeah. Yeah, wondering if that's where they're going to go with that.
Yeah, probably next year, maybe, or sooner, maybe before, maybe. I mean, I don't think SummerSlam. I think that's a bit too soon, but
I don't know.
down the line.
There's so many matches that they want to go with.
Yeah, I mean, I'd like to see that as well. I think it would be a really good match. Definitely. King of Swing. Definitely. Yeah, let's move on to his handicap match. Handicap match. Was Alexander Rusev against R-Truth and Xavier Woods. I didn't really care about this match. I took a break.
I don't think anybody did.
No, nobody probably cared.
Oh my God, I love this match, guys! Come on, you missed the highlight of the night. It was Lana. I didn't even realize there was a match going on. I was staring at Lana the whole time.
Yeah, I mean, I stayed until the beginning when Lana was around, and then I left. Be honest with you. I mean, she, and her Russian accent,
That is a really strong accent, man.
She does it phenomenal. She looks. But yeah, I mean, she said about her idol is the Russian president. I was like,
Vladimir Putin.
Yeah.
Oh God,
that was crazy, but I thought
USA. Axel was probably at home screaming at his TV. Oh!
Yeah, the fans were chanting USA actually when after, but yeah. But
So for a pretty girl like her, she could get heat. So it's not just her looks to get her over.
She's actually doing a pretty good job with Alexander Rusev as like
it's not all about look. She has a good mind for the business.
Just not just her look, how she talks and obviously what she does. I mean, I think she does a really good job. And obviously, Rusev won the match. I think he took out Xavier Woods before the match start. Who cares? he's out, and he just really crushed R-Truth, really pretty much. And then Lana tells him to crush him, and he pretty much did his finisher move, the Alkalides. He taps out, man. Pretty much it.
Camel clutch.
So beautiful.
Yeah. It's the Karma Clutch, really, but yeah. They changed the name of it. Classic WWE. So, I don't say this match, nothing special. So, it's a squash match, but what are your opinion on that, Billy?
Yeah. Didn't care about the match, just cared about Lana. That's it. Just look at her sexy legs.
Who doesn't? Unless
and she's got ass too. Jeez.
Dale. I'm sorry I'm jumping in, but I gotta say, Lana was epic. I mean, guys, all I gotta remember from that match was Lana, legs, ass. Bruce, something about a Putin, and then I was thinking she was talking about Putin pie, and then we brought out a Rusev. Rusev got beat up a couple of jabronis, beat up Rick James for some reason, and then took out Little Jimmy. And then we got to see more Lana legs crush him, and then that was it. And to be honest, I would have loved to see more Lana, or anal, or whatever you want to call her name. Lana in Russian means anal. So
I think everybody does.
Yes, it's a C-double original there, ladies and gentlemen. But I gotta say, Lana, Rusev is a legit powerhouse. My only thing is now we need him to, instead of doing these handicap matches, because remember how they did that with Ryback, and kind of backfired on him. Let's now drop that handicap stuff. Let's get him in a feud, maybe with a guy like Sheamus. Get a couple of Brawl House figures there. If not, get him into a match with Dolph Ziggler. Someone that can get him over and get the fans to kind of legitly see that this guy is a badass. But needless to say, that match was entertaining at best because of JBL. The first thing he says is, "Man, this is a handicap match. Truth and Woods needs more people." It's true, they do.
Nothing special, but hopefully after this he goes to like a real feud, not just some face jobbers or local jobbers or whatever. He needs a feud. I think I said in my last video, Dolph Ziggler will be one of the guys. Sheamus would be a pretty cool idea as well. There's rumours he might turn heel, so I don't know if that would affect it. But what's your view on that, Paul?
I really do like the pairing of Rusev and Lana. I think they work well together, and he definitely needs a mouthpiece. I don't know how much English he speaks. I'm sure he speaks English, but
he does.
Does he?
Yeah.
So but overall, I think they're a good pairing. You have the monster with the beautiful woman, so I like that idea. But overall, it was a squash match. Xavier Woods got taken out real early in the contest. At first I thought he got hurt when he hit his head on the underbody of the ring apron, but it looked like he was fine. He was just selling the angle. But I'd really like to point out how agile this guy is for a 300-pounder. He's running around doing spinning heel kicks like fucking guy CM Punk size or something. So it really goes to show you don't need to be a small guy to do those nice spots. But it was a squash match. At the end of the day, Rusev went over. I agree with what Chris said. I think my pick, I would have had him go into the program Extreme Rules and feud with Ziggler or something. At least it would have given him some credibility, and Ziggler would have sold like him for hell. But it was okay. It was nothing special. I thought he should have been booked better.
Yeah, especially if it's a pay-per-view, I think it'd be okay for something like SmackDown, but in the pay-per-view, he should have been booked much better, in my opinion. A real feud, someone maybe more serious Henry, with Sheamus.
Mark Henry, Big Show, Sheamus.
Yeah,
something
like
that. I'm probably wrong here, so correct me if I am, but wasn't Ryback supposed to face the Usos?
That's what I was wondering too, and it didn't happen.
Well,
did,
they had the match, I think, on Raw.
on Raw.
Instead.
Yeah.
They took it off the
Oh yeah,
pay-per-view.
you're right. You're right. I was gonna say, it just popped into my head. So
Yeah, I was like, they did say that a few weeks ago they will have a title shot at Extreme Rules, but they changed their minds and put it on Raw instead.
Yeah.
And they lost. So,
right.
yeah. Let's move on. Anyway, to the Intercontinental match, we had the Bad News Barrett against Big E. I mean, this match, it was decent how it is. I don't think it was great, but of course, Bad News Barrett was going to win this. He did. He did his ball hammer, pretty much. Really, I mean, that finisher is just, it's one of the best finishers I like right now.
It's the way he did it too.
Just how he did, yeah.
Cool.
It's so simple yet so aggressive, and you can hit it out of nowhere. That's what makes it so great.
Yeah, but in that match, it was kind of cool how he hit it too.
He just sprinted at him and
I think it's like in the air he did it. He did it like in the air.
Yeah, Big E was going for that crossbody. He hits him with the elbow.
Yeah, that's what he did. But yeah, I'm happy he won the IC title, and he's now a 4-time champion now, I think. So we'll see how he gets booked now as IC champ, because the last time how he was booked, it was pretty awful.
Yeah, he even said the IC title didn't mean shit back when he was the champion. He said it didn't mean crap. Now it means something.
So we'll see who's going to feud. I think he'll obviously have a rematch with Big E, probably Payback. He'll do his rematch, and then after that he has to feud with someone else. Maybe someone else could have Cesaro if he turns face. Yeah. Yeah.
They're trying to bill him as a face, from what I understand.
Yeah, I mean, but yeah. So what about you, Billy? So what do you think of the match?
Yeah, I liked the match. It was a decent match. I liked the ending. I hit that bull hammer. Yeah, it was a pretty good match. I knew Wade Barrett was gonna win. So
Yeah.
because he's getting pushed really hard right now too.
Exactly. His gimmick's really good as well. He's
Yeah,
pretty over the crowds. So.
Yeah, this gimmick works for him this time, which is good.
Yep. So what about you, Chris? What do you think?
Yeah, I've been a big fan of Wade Barrett when he came with the Nexus and with the Core, and then just being himself. But I gotta say, I love Bad News Barrett. He's hilarious. I love the whole gimmick, how he's done it. And the thing is, you gotta think about it. Here you are, you have a situation where you get placed in this role, and it's like you could do two things. You can either just be ticked off and angry, or you just run with it. He's ran with it. One of my favorite moments with the Bad News gimmick was the holiday season one, where he's asking for charity, and then he does the epic, I got some bad news for you. This is coming home with me, and it's great. Feed the needy, and right now I'm pretty needy for a T-bone steak. Thank you very much. It's like you can't, you gotta love that. So, this match was really good. I love the bull hammer. I love his music. I like how he just comes out. He has a mic already on the ready. It brings you back to the old days of where guys could talk, even though he has the the accent and everything. He could still talk. He really carries himself well. And you guys are right. Now the question is, what do you do with him as Intercontinental Champion? Personally, I hope they keep him as the Intercontinental Champion. Let him rock this thing out for a while. I don't want him in a feud with Cesaro just yet, because we just crowned him a champ. Let's get him a match where he kind of goes against Big E, beats him.
Yeah.
Drives Big E crazy or something, and then you get him a setup to lose the title, maybe at SummerSlam. But I mean, like I said, I really do enjoy Wade Barrett. The Hall of Fame induction, when he came out there and said, and all y'all want is the closest y'all are going to be to the Hall of Fame. And Cody Rhodes, of all people, standing up, clapping, laughing his butt off. And it's like, and Wade Barrett going, man, how's the decorum? I love Wade Barrett. So I hope he has the podium tonight with the belt, and then comes down and goes to wrestle. That would be great. Yeah. I like I said, I'm a big fan of Wade Barrett, and I was very happy he won. And I gotta say, we gotta give big ups to Big E, man. He did well in this match, and this
Mhm.
isn't a bad thing about Big E. The guy comes in, he wins the belt, and he defended it for a while. I think the booking, like we were talking just now,
Yeah.
has also played a role with Big E. I think they're relearning again. You gotta give us, yeah, you got a belt, but we need to have, like Paul, you said on our show last night, when you said, the superstar makes the belt, not the belt makes the guy. Shawn Michaels has said that before. A lot of guys have said that. So you had the Intercontinental Championship. Let these guys build that prestige. Let them fight each other. Let them have rivalries. Hell, have the guy get whacked in the head with the belt. Have disqualifications. Have it where there's a suspense feel. But yeah, but Wade Barrett winning the belt, I had no problem with it.
No, me either. Yeah. So we see where he goes from there. So yeah, definitely. I mean, I've been a big fan of him as well when he debuted. That was at original NXT, and then he done the Nexus thing. So yeah, but they just dropped the ball off of him when he left. When he got out of it at Nexus,
Yeah.
they didn't do much with him. They didn't have the right thing for him. But I don't know. Now they're pitching him right, and he's got the right gimmick.
Yeah.
So keep it that way. Don't ruin it. Don't ruin it. Yeah. So yeah. What about you, Paul? What do you thought of the match?
The match was decent. I wouldn't call it bad. I wouldn't say there was a bad match on the show. I thought the show was really solid overall. I love the bad news gimmick. I like how he carries himself, like Chris said. He's real professional. He took the ball and ran with it, unlike most other superstars who would cry and bitch and complain. And, just go out there and do like a half-assed job just to get it through the night until they're booked properly. But, I honestly think this is a great gimmick, and I think it fits Barrett better than any other person. He's the top suspect for that. But, I thought they could have had a little bit better of a match, but I knew Big E was going to drop the title. He had to drop the title, He was starting to get stale, and the matches were starting to get repetitive, and it was just wrestling spot matches night after night. And, honestly, in my opinion, I don't know how you guys would feel, but I think if they kept the title on him any longer, really, I think it would have hindered his reign, and maybe the fans might have eventually turned on him. I think he was starting to get really repetitive, but I thought he is an aggressive wrestler. He is really athletic, and but he needs to switch it up a little bit. That's my opinion on Big E. I don't have a problem with him. I like him. I liked him in NXT. I still like him. But if the first word that comes to mind is repetitive, same spots, same the way that he dictates the pace in the match. It's like well, I could close my eyes and tell you everything he's gonna do before he even does it. You just see the same thing so many times after time after time. But overall, I'm happy he dropped the belt to Benny Barrett, and I see them going back and forth. And just like Chris said, him dropping the title doesn't necessarily mean anything bad. I think he's still gonna be booked well, and maybe he can even have a rematch tonight for the title, or who knows what they're gonna do with it. But I'm interested to see, and I'm happy Barrett won the title.
So do I. Yeah. I mean, it's not gonna be. I think he might have a rematch. He probably will have payback or tonight, as you said. Definitely. I mean, as you said, he in the ring, he's a kind of bit predictable what he's going to do. We all know what he's going to do. So if he kind of changed a little bit his ways with his moves, something different.
Kind of tweak it.
Yeah, he needs a bit of that. I mean, on the mic, he's kind of funny because he does some backstage. Yeah, he's kind of funny, but he needs to work on it a little bit more as well.
I think they should have used him. They should have used him like they used Rusev, that like quiet monster gimmick with a manager as a mouthpiece.
They kind of did have that when he debuted with managing Dolph Ziggler, AJ Lee for a while. And
I liked how they used him there. He was way more explosive, and people didn't know what was really going to happen. I think when he broke out on his own, I don't know if he was nervous or something, but the quality of the match was okay. But I thought he could have done a little bit better. I don't see any improvement really, and that's the number one thing I really look at is improvement, not where you are, it's where you're going. And I didn't really see him climbing that ladder and trying to get there.
Yeah. He will hopefully does improve in a way. So.
He has a lot of potential, I'll say that.
He does. Yeah. Definitely does. Yeah. It's got definitely potential. So let's carry on anyway. To the following match, we had the Shield versus Evolution. And
that match sucked.
Oh yeah, it was the worst match of the night. Like,
Oh my God, the
That match
WLC was
should've
so
been-
much better.
I mean, there was no cool spots in this match. You know, you had
I took a 20-minute bathroom break.
Rollins.
20-minute bathroom break.
Oh my god.
I was too
blame
busy
you.
burying something.
I rewinded to Lana.
Yeah, I mean, you didn't really miss much except you know Seth Rollins jump off to the barricade to fall down
That
to
must
was
have
it
been TNT.
Randy Orton and Triple H.
Yeah.
Yeah, I mean, he had some cool spots. In the end, you know, the Shield won. Roman Reigns spears Batista. He did the Superman punch and then he did the spear. I mean, obviously that spear is devastating. Again, Batista lose in the pay-per-view, second time in a row now.
Hell yeah.
I think a lot of fans were happy about that. They were chanting Batista all the time. So yeah, I think they was booing his ass every time he stepped in the ring. He was like,
My number one question now is, where does the Shield go from here?
after that big win, I mean, unless
That's
I
a
don't
big
think
win, yeah.
it was a big win. It was clean as well. There was no distractions. Ric Flair wasn't there. He didn't
Nope.
appear. He didn't screw anybody.
They told him where to go, but he got drunk at a bar and decided to show up.
Yeah, he was in
Vintage
it.
Flair.
He just flat with his limousine rider, just stealing.
Ooh.
You know. Yeah, he was partied all night. Yeah, Adam Moses with him as well. Who knows? But yeah, I mean, I thought this match was really match of the night so far, but it was brilliant. I predicted it was going to be. I think I predicted it was going to be this show stealer, and I wasn't wrong. I mean, it was really. If anybody missed it, it's your loss. Definitely. So yeah. What about your thoughts?
If you missed it, you could watch it on the WWE Network.
Maybe
The
some people can't afford
WWE
that.
Network, $9.99 a month.
but anyway, the match, it was good. Yeah, it had a lot of good spots, especially one was Seth Rollins jumping off the top of the railing onto Orton and Triple H. Yeah, that should have been the main event, that match right there.
Yeah,
It was, main event caliber match. It's just, I always believe the title should go on last, no matter what's on before it.
Yeah,
Yeah, but even though that should have been, I think, still could have been
still the
main
main
event.
event. Yeah,
Instead of Kane and Daniel Bryan, yeah, I would have chose Evolution, the Shield.
yeah.
But there was also a cool spot, another cool spot. I think when Dean Ambrose running from the announce tables, jumped over.
Yeah.
That was pretty good.
Oh,
Ambrose's ring psychology is amazing. You know, I really like how he carries himself in the ring. He's really great. He's like not many people would see him as a scientifically gifted wrestler, but he really is.
Mm-hmm. He is. Yeah. What about Chris? Opinion on the match?
Guys, yeah, I gotta tell you, this match was match of the night. I can't, even though we've seen, we're about to talk about the other matches.
Yeah.
But this match was great. I mean, when you put the hype involved into it, and then you have the three young studs that you have in the Shield, and then you have the guard of Triple H, Orton, Batista, and give it up for Triple H and Batista and Orton. These guys, when they team up, they aren't that bad. Triple H is a consummate professional, even though people say he'll treat you crap. The guy knows what's right, and he'll work it. I got no problem with Triple H. Definitely no problem with Orton. And I got to go here, man. Shield. It's like, what else can these guys do? These guys are just phenomenal in the ring. I love their ring work. Paul, you were talking about it, and Big A, I was just going to say, you were talking about how we had Dean Ambrose, on the announce tables doing that plancha onto the, Triple H and Orton and Seth, and then Seth did the death-defying, leap off from the stands.
Yeah.
The match came together perfectly, and it's hard because you know a match like this can either go really good or really bad, and they didn't go really bad. I got to give it a lot of props to all six guys, and the fans, they were killing Batista. I mean, when every time I mean, even at one point, it was just a quick tag. They were booing him.
Yeah.
And it's like, he's doing his little signal and everything, and it's like, no. I don't know, what was it? Someone's like, well, Reigns should have pinned Orton or someone else. I'm like, no. Reigns was in the right person in that ring because at the Rumble, it was Reigns getting thrown out over the top by Batista.
Yeah.
And I got to say, Skinny Jeans McQueen was not going to be able to win this battle.
No.
Roman, Mr. Baby Doll himself erupting and hitting the Superman punch, spearing the hell out of the Skinny Jeans, and I got to say was epic. I'm glad that's the way it finished, and him going to get Dean, and it was funny. At one point, I was like, "Is he about to carry all 3 guys at one time?"
Yeah.
It's like, come on, I'm gonna bring it back, and all of a sudden they all got up and go, "No, we got this. Let's do our fist." And Dean's like, "Woo, birdies." That would have been great, but yeah, I loved the match. It was really fun to watch, and I was glad they lived up to it.
Yeah. Can't disagree. So yeah, what about you, Paul? Thoughts?
What is there really to say when you have 2 presences like the Shield and Evolution in the ring at the same time? They went out there, they did their thing, and like Chris said, it could be either really good or it could be really bad. Fortunately for us, it was a great match. Good ring psychology by all 6 competitors. They all told a good story. Everybody was in the right spot at the right time. It flowed very well. We saw a little bit of everything from aggressive brawling to technical wrestling to crazy high-flying ECW spots by Seth Rollins launching himself 15 feet off the upper balcony onto Triple H, Randy Orton, and even Dean Ambrose took that hit pretty hard. So, you got to take one for the team once in a while. He did just that. Right place, right time with everything. The flow is excellent, and I agree with what Chris said about Batista going down to Reigns just because playing off the angle from the Royal Rumble, he finally got it. Got his 2 cents in. He got him back. Got a little revenge on him. So, overall, I thought it was a great match. The crowd was into it, and you really can't ask for anything more as a wrestling fan.
No, you can't. I mean, I think it was a 5-star match, really. I thought it was match of the night, show stealer. I felt sorry for the next match, to be honest with you. I mean, they couldn't crowd.
Yeah. Who's going to follow that?
Exactly. No fans they would be just after that. They want to take a breather, after that excitement. But yeah, as you said, Chris, how at the end Roman Reigns carrying Dean Ambrose on his shoulders, and then I was going to think, is he going to carry Steph as well? I was like, what? That was really funny, actually.
It was. I mean, the look Seth kind of gave him was hilarious, too. Like, I got this, dude. I got this.
I got this. And then it's Dean Ambrose struggling to put his fist out. He's like, yeah. Believe. Yeah, but like I said, the Shield has now done everything there is. They've taken out everybody. They're successful. I mean, what's next for them, really? I mean, you could say you could go with Reigns maybe going for the main event and Steph and Dean Ambrose for the titles, perhaps. I mean, nothing else. I mean, as you said, Batista could be leaving, so there won't be no rematch between Evolution and Shield at Payback. There might not be. So see how it folds.
I see them building up to. I think it's going to work into Batista got pinned, so Triple H is going to be upset about it. But Batista gone, I think Triple H is going to pursue Roman Reigns and them feuding into SummerSlam, in my opinion. But what are they going to do with Seth and Dean? What are they going to do with Orton?
Yeah, he does, and he still has that rematch, Randy Orton.
Yeah, he has a rematch.
WrestleMania. And but if Batista goes, you could replace someone with him with Sheamus. You could have Sheamus if he's turning heel. He'd be the guy I would go with, because he was a pretty big badass heel, but. Could have him because he will help his career out. I mean, his career at the moment is not going nowhere. But
they could have used Cesaro, but he's with Paul Heyman.
Yeah, could. But he's obviously with Paul Heyman. You have to see. That's just an idea. But let's move on to steel cage match. It was John Cena versus Bray Wyatt.
The Bray Wyatt.
Okay.
The Bray Wyatt, the one and only.
Yeah, the one. No one's like Bray Wyatt, definitely.
Not the Bo Dallas, the Bray Wyatt.
I was really hoping for a Bo running.
Hey.
I brought everyone cookies.
Oh no.
I could see him going up to Bray and asking if he believes and just getting Sister Abigail's.
Well, I'm sure he doesn't believe. No, he doesn't believe. Hopefully not. But yeah, this match was, it wasn't really. I mean, I don't know. I was kind of disappointed with this match. I didn't think it was. I expected it to be better, but I mean, you had, was it Luke Harper he actually ended up being in the inside the steel cage, even though they were supposed to be locked out.
Yeah.
And then Luke eventually. Harper was hanging from the top. I was like, okay, okay. Just his arms like shrugging. It's kind of funny at times, but yeah. I mean, you had at one stage you had Cena using his Superman powers, trying to get through the door, like break out of the steel cage. I mean, there were Luke Harper and Eric Rowan was holding it, but he was really like, yes, the Hulk. A bit of the Hulk and Superman combined. But yeah, in the end, Bray Wyatt won the match. But a little help from a kid,
creepy.
little Johnny.
Fucking creepy ass boys. Holy shit.
I was like, the light's gone off.
I was like, wait, a new Wyatt family's debuting? Like, wait.
I actually thought for one minute
I thought
it was going to be a new member. I thought it was going to be a new guy coming in. But then it was just a kid standing there with a microphone.
Like, what the fuck?
With a weird voice. I was like, what's going on? And John was like, is that when I was younger? It was like...
I think that's what they're going with.
Yeah.
Because they call him a little Johnny. But yeah. And then he got distracted and Sister Abigail, he got the win. That's it, really. I mean, I would like to see a clean win, but obviously that didn't happen because John Cena. But yeah, now Cena won, Bray Wyatt won. I could see another match. I think this feud isn't over. I think it's going to be a payback, another match.
I hope it's not Cena that wins.
Maybe Cena will come out the monster that he should be. We'll have to see.
Hopefully.
Yeah. Your opinion, Billy, on the match?
The match was alright, but it wasn't special. I think their WrestleMania match was better. Like the moves and everything in the ring, like it was better. This match was just pretty much try to get Cena to probably join them, with the little kid freaking the shit out of him at the end. Dude, I would be freaked out too if I seen a kid talking like that to me.
I thought, what I first thought? I thought it was Jigsaw. Jigsaw? It sounded the same, the voice. It reminded me of Jigsaw.
Oh my god.
Hey, the C Nation turned on him.
But yeah, I mean, what about you, Chris? What are your thoughts on it?
Well, C-Double Chris Cena has to speak on the behalf of the C Nation because, quite honestly, this was my homeboy back in the day, and I'm sorry, guys. I probably have lost all respect now because I'm saying
you're a Cena fan.
No. Unfortunately, yes. Look, I'm also an Atlanta Falcon fan. We believe in torture and, just being stupid. So, I must, keep going. So anyway, but no. But I'm actually a rare Cena fan that actually likes when people hate us. But what's cool is this to me. Really, first of all, I'm just glad that Bray Wyatt won the match because that was, for me, it would have been an injustice if Cena would have won. But now, my view in my world, I like to have a little fun, like to make people laugh. If it was me, and that, the lights go out, and I'm seeing a kid singing to me like that, I'm going, okay, freak the hell out. Stiff arm, play like I'm NFL football. I'm going to take him up, drop him down, and go, I'm gone, Jack. Deuces. I'm running straight to the back. And I'll run past Renee Young. I'll still be in my jean shorts running. Just to make everyone crack up as they're booing the hell out of me. Going, oh my God, Cena got scared by a kid. But, or take the kid and running going, why? Why, Johnny? So hopefully we'll have an epic collapse. Cena falls in the middle of the ring. crying out, "Why, Johnny? Why?" You know. And but no, honestly, the only thing I felt though, I felt kind of bad for Wyatt because I get it, he's the mastermind. I get it, he's playing the puppeteer strings, but you know, like you said, you were hoping for a clean finish. I was too. I
Yeah.
know Paul. I know Paul. You were kind of feeling the same, but yeah, you know, there's something to be said for a clean finish, or at least winning. You know, and it's like you had two big guys. You're a big guy. You are the leader of this group, and a kid wins the match for you.
That's what.
I mean, it's cool when you think of all the theatrics they were doing, but in practicality, you're looking at it going, "Oh, that's not." It just didn't fit right. But you know, it is what it is. But I'm glad that Bray won. That was the good thing there.
Yeah. Yeah. That's the important thing.
It kind of collects all the point I was going to make. Yeah.
Definitely. I
But
mean,
go ahead there, guys.
Yeah, I was going to say, I mean, it's the important thing that Bray won. I mean, if Bray lost, it would have been. I don't know what I would say if Bray lost, but yeah, I mean, I'm happy for Bray. Like I said, I think the finish could have been better. I didn't like that creepy voice, Jigsaw, whatever voice thing. It wasn't for me. It was just his eyes were staring at him. Oh, I wouldn't want someone to stare at me like that. You know. I'm gone. I'm out of here. But,
Exactly.
Yeah. So yeah, pretty much. What about you, Paul? Thoughts on that?
You know, overall, I didn't necessarily have a problem with the quality of the match. You know, it wasn't anything really good by any means. I thought they did have a better match at WrestleMania. I thought they did okay with it as far as quality. You know, the thing I did have a problem with, you know, I do agree that Cena needed to lose in that match, and I do agree it needed to be a dirty win for Bray Wyatt to keep the feud going. No doubt, I'll agree with that all day. But the way they booked him in that match, they made him look so weak. They really did. You know, it wasn't just like one or two spots here or there where he cheated. You know, he was cheating through the whole match. He had Luke Harper in the ring with him the whole match, Eric Rowan on the outside, and to add fuel to the fire, he had the kid at the end that saved it for him. So, you know, that's the main problem I have with him. I understand he needed to get a win and need to be dirty to continue the feud, but come on, that was overkill. They made him look real weak, I think.
Yeah, I agree. I think for a guy like Bray Wyatt, he shouldn't need any help. He can do it on himself, and especially, you know, they are pushing him. He did beat Daniel Bryan a few months ago cleanly. Why couldn't he do the same with Cena?
And Cena lost to Daniel Bryan clean.
Yeah.
Yeah.
But
of course, yeah. And the thing that drives me nuts is like a lot of these fans, they get all mad when Cena wins, or even when Cena loses, they're like, oh, he always has to lose controversially. It's like, no, you know, Paul, you just said it. He lost to Daniel Bryan cleanly. He's lost to guys cleanly before. It's just, you know, when you look at this opportunity you have with Bray Wyatt, you want to get him so over as a heel. You know, and of course, with the reality era that we're in, and they're doing this, you know, he's got the whole world in his hands. It's fine making him win with a group like this, you know, so there's nothing wrong with that. So I don't truly have a problem with it. I understand why. But it's, you know, the way I see it is, if you like Cena, you have no problem. If you hate Cena, you'll find everything, even in a win or loss, you'll find something to say, oh, it's just typical Cena, you know. So it just cracks me up.
I don't hate the guy, but no, it would have been nice. That's all. I mean, I'm happy for
I'm
Bray.
with you. Yeah,
But
and remember, I'm with you too. I would have loved to see him win the match cleanly too.
Doesn't bother me. Cena wins or lose. It's whatever.
I mean, he's going to carry on anyway. The feud, it hasn't ended, so
Yeah.
I'm all for it. So.
See what happens.
Yeah, let's move on. Let's carry on. You know, we can talk all night, but you know, war's going to start, you know, quite soon. So have to move
We
on
don't want to
fast.
sit here and just keep talking about Cena.
Yeah.
No. I want to talk about the next matches.
Exactly. We got the next match following that was the Divas title match. Tamina Snuka against Paige. Obviously, she was defending the title. She had a nice pop, of course. This match, I've always got to be good. I mean, it wasn't that bad. It was not a bad match. I thought maybe it would have been a bit better, but still, I was guessing. I knew Paige was going to win the match. I think it wouldn't make sense. She just dropped the title. She just won it recently. It wouldn't, she won with the Scorpion Crosslock. She tapped out, which kind of a bit surprised. I thought maybe it wouldn't be. I didn't think Tamina would tap out. I thought maybe the Paige turner she would win. But I got that wrong. But overall, the quality match was fine, not bad. For a Divas match, it was quite long. I thought. I don't think it's not the feud. It's not ended. I'm sure Tamina will get a rematch, maybe on Raw or next pay-per-view, and we'll see. And maybe hopefully when AJ Lee comes back, she gets involved. You could have a triple threat match, Money in the Bank, SummerSlam, something like that, to add some excitement to the match, to the feud. So yeah. So So your opinion, your thoughts on that, Billy?
I thought it was pretty. I liked it. It was a pretty good match. It's a better Divas match than we had in the past. Probably Caitlyn and AJ, probably the last good Divas match we had, maybe.
In the pay-per-view, yeah.
Yeah, that's the last good match we had. This one was a little longer, and yeah, she tapped out, which was surprising too for me. But yeah, overall it was a good match.
Yeah. I disagree, but you, Chris?
Guys, I'm typically the guy that will joke around about the Divas match, calling them, it's time for the bathroom break. But, this was a legit match. I want to give Paige and Tamina much props. They did some really good outside spots, some inside spots. Was it like the 5-star matchup we were hoping for? Not really, but you know what? If you want to take all the Diva matches we've seen, you minus the AJ and Caitlyn match, which was really good, this was a very good matchup. Paige got to show off a lot of skills. Tamina got to show off some stuff. And, I'm going to go here. It would not make me mad if they did another match. I think Paige is legit. She is, she's a woman wrestler. They call them divas, but to me, she's one of those. You could have put her back in the old days, where against Trish, against Lita, and she would have survived. So I'm very happy with Paige. I think the Diva division is going better. And as I said on previous shows before, Paige is here. It's time to get these divas up to that level. And I think what you're seeing is the divas that are working with her can go that route. We have yet to see some total divas wrestle her yet. And that will be the interesting question because, and I'm being honest, I don't think they should, to be honest with you, wrestle her, because they had this whole time while the show was going on to kind of show what they could do, and not one of them ever got the ball and ran with it.
No.
AJ was still the champ, and that should tell you that what people think of, Paige.
Yeah. And what about you, Paul?
I'll really go out on a limb and give it to her, man. For her age, only 21, 2 years old, and how much she's accomplished so far, and wrestling in general is extraordinary. I mentioned on Chris's show, I thought this match was probably the most underrated match on the card. I thought they were going to go out there, they were going to give us a good match, and that they did. There was a couple nice spots, good quality match, back and forth. Good pace, no botches, really good finish. No complaints at all. Like Chris mentioned, probably in my opinion, the best Divas match on the main roster since AJ versus Caitlyn. And we all know how long ago that was. It's been a while. But I like the feud with I like the feud with Paige and Tamina, and I wouldn't mind seeing it again either. I hope they go into that direction, and then AJ returns and it breaks out into a 3-way feud. So I'm all for it. I have no problem with it at all.
Me too. Yeah.
And then I like to see Emma too, even try to wrestle Paige later on.
Yeah,
Sasha Banks and Charlotte, they'll probably get called up sometime this year.
Yeah. Oh my God, that'd be sick too.
That'd be
I mean,
definitely.
And I will I will have no problem if Emma gets a shot in at this, but she's got to drop Santino.
Yeah, that's
it's getting
Of course,
bad.
yeah. Of course, yeah.
Yeah.
I said that before. I said it to Paul. Her teaming with Santino does not help her, in my opinion, at all. I think this dance gimmick as well is a bit. I don't know, not for me either.
Yeah, because
She
in
needs a bit-
NXT she was fine by herself. She
Yeah.
had good matches and a good gimmick.
I mean, she needs a bit more serious. She's a good wrestler. I've seen her NXT work. She can go.
Yeah,
She-
she can.
She had a great match. I think the last NXT pay-per-view they had.
Yeah.
Or NXT Arrival, I think it was.
For the NXT title.
Yeah,
women's
it was,
title.
that was
Oh yeah.
the best Divas match I've seen.
God.
Since obviously.
And she could do a power bomb better than Batista.
That was funny how they said
Yeah.
that.
Exactly. Yeah, it was. I mean, as you said, Chris, she took. Paige took the ball. She hung with it. She's improved it. She's just improved the Divas division, and even she had good matches with what she's made Alicia Fox and Xana. I mean, these to me underrated, made them look really good. I mean,
Yeah.
she's really
Exactly.
done
I mean,
well with the Divas division. I mean,
Yeah, don't forget she came from a wrestling family too.
yeah.
exactly. Yeah.
And loving how William Regal was a big part of her training also was very good too to know.
Oh
Yeah,
yeah.
well, Regal's a good trainer, definitely. He's really good. He trained many people. Yeah. Right. So let's cut with the last match, the main event of Extreme Rules. It was an Extreme Rules match. It was for the world heavyweight title. You've got Kane. It was Kane against Daniel Bryan. Bryan was champion. I don't know. I mean, this match, it was for a main event. I would have chosen Evolution and Shield. Still, I mean, I
Yeah.
thought the match could have been better. I mean, we've seen these two go many times before. I don't know. There was something there I didn't think. There's a lot of Kane kind of. A lot of no sales from Kane.
Yeah, that's true.
To me, especially was it that when that table was on fire.
Oh yeah.
Daniel Bryan just pushes him and he gets up straight away.
Yeah, after his leg was on fire. His leg was on fire too.
He sprays him, and then he doesn't know where he is in the ring, and then he gets the running knee from Daniel Bryan, and he got the win. Thought the finish could have been better, definitely, but
I mean,
so it is.
has cool spots in them.
Still cool. I mean,
I
obviously,
honestly, I liked
Bryan
the
would-
finish. I liked it. I thought they timed it well.
I thought it was too
it was
fast.
different.
No, I liked the match. It had cool
I
spots.
kind of
in
like
it.
stuff like that though. It's just whoa, out of nowhere, it's over. It's like I wasn't
Like they went to
expecting that.
backstage, King got fucking hit in the head with a crowbar twice.
Yeah, I mean, I'm not saying that. I mean, I didn't say it was an awful match, but there was cool spots. But I'm just saying it was.
And did you notice Big
Great match.
Ezekiel Jackson was backstage?
Oh yeah,
I seen that right in the truck.
I didn't know. I thought
I
he's
was
still
like, wait, what?
he's still in the company. Right?
No, he's gone.
Well, I'm being sarcastic, but yeah.
Wait, who was in the truck?
He was on the truck.
He's still in the company. Yeah. So he released.
I was like, wait, what? I'm confused.
That backstage area was 1990s late 1990s Bill Goldberg spots that we got to see.
There's somebody else as well. I can't remember his name.
Rock and Mankind with the forklift.
Yeah.
I mean that forklift, or how Daniel Bryan did it. I mean, I think Brock Lesnar, how he did it with the Big Show was better, but still, I thought it was funny, and obviously Kane pushed himself off the forklift.
Yeah, but I think Bryan's made more sense because Brock Lesnar could have carried Big Show back if he wanted to. I don't know if Bryan would have been able to carry Kane back.
Yeah, but then Big Show, Brock Lesnar carried him out of the ring, not in the ring.
Yeah,
I don't know.
it's-
All I know is Lesnar could easily carry Big Show from the back. Bryan couldn't carry Kane.
Hell no, Brian couldn't. Look how small he is.
It was
Yeah.
more realistic for Daniel Bryan to do it.
Yeah, it is.
Yeah, that's true. But yeah, it was
He just used the power of
fine.
the
I mean,
beard. Let the power of the
Yeah.
hobo compel you.
So, yeah.
I honestly see in like somewhere in this feud, Kane is gonna cut off Daniel Bryan's beard. I just have that feeling. He's gonna do
Hopefully,
something.
no.
Or he'll set his beard on fire. He'll do something crazy. I'm telling you. I can feel it.
What the fuck?
Or maybe set his hair on fire or something. But yeah.
Oh God.
Yeah, but and then at the end of the match, Kane sits up like it was nothing.
Well,
Yeah.
obviously, he doesn't care. He doesn't sell. Obviously.
Not when he's a monster. He should.
Apparently,
Yeah,
they
All right.
apparently they said he did that because they're gonna be doing a Buried Alive match next.
Well,
Whoa.
it could be well, it's still maybe Batista if he doesn't leave.
Cause yeah, well Batista's pissed. He don't want to put Daniel Bryan over. He's a small guy.
He wants to
Yeah.
know where the real men are.
Yeah.
It's hilarious
That's the next
'cause
spot.
he doesn't even deserve to share a ring with Daniel Bryan.
Mhm.
All right, I'll wait till I go.
So yeah, Billy, your opinion on the match? So, unless you got any, yeah, Bill.
Yeah, it was a good match. Like I said, there's a couple good spots they had, and yeah, Kane pretty much didn't sell a couple of the moves, like going through a table. He got up like it was nothing. But anyways, it was a good match. It was alright.
Yeah. Where you, Chris?
Man, I like the main event. I was worried because it was the main event, but then again, you know, Paul's got a point. When you have the belt, you know, you got to give the shot for Daniel Bryan to actually be the champ and sign the show off. And if you really think about it, you know, besides the Shield and the Evolution, which was a very good ending, you know, but you know, this was also a good ending because think about it, the crowd got to do the yes thing, the crowd was hype, and they did some very good spots. Kane doing the no sell wasn't too upset because remember
I wasn't either.
he's
Huh?
the Monster Kane.
Yeah.
So you know we had Demon versus Hobo. You know what greater fight do you want to see? I mean, you know, Jesus Christ Hobo power. So you know, to me, honestly, guys, I was excited about it. Got to enjoy the match. The forklift, I thought OSHA needs to get on that to find out Daniel Bryan was qualified to drive one. And, you know, Ezekiel Jackson made a return appearance. Hope he got some royalties from that. You know, Kane did his best Goldberg impression of hitting the glass. And, you know, Batista doesn't want to work with small guys. He needs to work with Adam Rose then. You know, so we could go, it's party time. So, you know, look, guys, I loved it. I thought it was a good match, and I was happy for Daniel Bryan and the Hobos.
Yeah. No, I've got no complaints with the match. No. It was nice to see Ezekiel Jackson making his full appearance after 3 years or 4 years, whatever it was.
Former ECW champion.
Yeah, the last ECW champion. Maybe if anybody remembers. But yeah,
Undefeated still.
yeah, what? I can't remember it. Yeah. So yeah, what about you, Paul? Thoughts?
You know, I know not many people were really looking forward to this as the main event of the show. Daniel Bryan and Kane. You know, everyone said we've seen it before, but I really think Kane, in his own right, doled himself down when he was that character. He wasn't as aggressive. He wasn't doing everything he used to do. He wasn't as quick as he used to be. And then we put some aspect on him. He's rejuvenated. He's this new guy, and it really set the tempo for that match. It made it something special. It really separated itself from the old Kane, and you know, I was happy with it. A lot of good spots. I loved how they brawled backstage. You know, it added a great element to the match. The forklift was cool. You know, the window getting punched out was cool. Daniel Bryan backdrop onto the car with his foot hitting the window, just like that happened to Stone Cold years back. That was cool. Driving him back. You know, I honestly think my favorite spot in this match was the headbutt from the top of the forklift. You know, that put it all together for me. The finish was good. It was abrupt. Nobody was expecting it. Real spontaneous finish. So overall, I thought they put on a good show. I was happy with it. You know, you can't really ask for anything more. You know, you go to the press conference afterwards, and Daniel Bryan goes, you know, I'm from Aberdeen, Washington. We all know how to drive forklifts. So, you know, he is a really, really humble champion.
Yeah.
I have a lot of respect for him, and he
I
deserves
think
it.
he's a role model to me for kids, everybody. He's a nice human being. I mean, I've seen him in his interviews. He seems cool and genuine. Guy you would like to, get a drink with.
Yeah.
Well, yeah, he's great.
That's how they're gonna build him. They're gonna build him like he's gonna lose the match, but he's gonna come out and win it.
I gotta say, they've been booking Brian strong. He just beat Kane. He beat Triple H before that. Before that he was taking out guys like Orton and Cena. So
Yeah,
don't think he's been being pushed. They're crazy. This guy is getting pushed like to infinity and beyond.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
I mean, he hasn't lost a match, has he? Unless if he got cleanly, And if he lost a match, he got screwed. Elimination Chamber got screwed.
Mm-hmm.
I mean, the last guy he lost clean was Bray Wyatt. Was the last guy, I think. But,
Yeah, you're right. Actually.
Yeah, I'm pushing it.
I don't even have a problem with that either. I didn't mind him losing to Wyatt. I honestly wasn't even rooting for anyone in that match. I was just sitting back and watching.
Yeah, I mean,
that was actually match of the night on that one too.
Definitely, without a doubt. That was actually a really good match. People underestimate it. I thought it was a good, hard-hitting match.
It was.
Definitely
it was one of the better ones.
It was extreme. That's it.
They
I
actually
still
have
think.
pretty good chemistry together.
Yeah,
That would
I don't
be
mind.
Oh, go ahead, Ben.
I was going to say I wouldn't mind seeing a rematch, another match with them, maybe a payback.
I'm down.
I don't care if Batista's gone. Batista's gone. Though. I don't care. Have a rematch with Kane and Bryan for the title. I'm all for it. I mean, Hell in a Cell would be pretty cool.
Well, obviously they're gonna have a rematch with Kane and Bryan. It's probably gonna happen.
Yeah. Yeah. Well, Chris, you was going to say something.
Well, I just felt like the match was really done well. You said it right with Kane. He's got the mask on. He's been rejuvenated, and the thing is, it's just one of those you just get excited because, like you just said, Paul. When you really look at Daniel Bryan's run, it is incredible. He is getting pushed to the moon, and there will be people that will say, "Oh, he's not getting pushed," but he really is. I mean, he's the crowd's behind him. The only thing I have to ask, though, what's going to happen, though, when he does have that match where he does lose? Are we going to, say, oh, they're trying to bury him, they're trying to get rid of him? It's almost like to a point that, you got to have some kind of tension to build up for the next rounds, But to me, this is Daniel Bryan's time. He's the champ. Let's enjoy it. I can't wait to see what they're going to do next. And if they do a buried alive match with Kane and him, I'm all for it. Why not?
Yeah. When was the last time we see a match of that? I mean, it's a long time.
That'll be the reality hour.
Was it WrestleMania? It was The Undertaker against Mark Henry?
That was the coffin match.
No, coffin match.
Oh, it was a coffin match.
Yeah, it was.
It might have been when Vince buried
Undertaker. Yeah.
Yes.
Yeah.
A long time ago.
7 years ago.
God
No.
damn.
Is it?
Yeah.
How
That's
long?
cool.
It seemed like it was so long ago.
No, it's like 12 years ago. Is it 10?
Yeah.
12
I
years
wouldn't be
ago?
surprised. Yeah.
Jeez.
Damn.
I mean, yeah, it was when Kane was unmasked and he was unstoppable. He was on a terror, I think, at the time. Yeah. Yeah.
Oh, yeah, you're right. It was like 03, 04.
Yeah, it was, yeah.
2 years
Yeah.
after.
Jesus.
I think it was 04, but yeah.
Yeah, you guys are right. Now I think I remember it.
Yeah, you was around.
Well, I stopped watching in 03. I stopped watching for like 10 years almost. I just started watching it like a year and a half ago.
I thought you stopped 04. Okay.
What?
I thought you stopped in 04. I didn't think.
03, 04, and started back up
Yeah.
at Raw 1000.
Oh, okay.
All right.
Yeah.
So yeah, I have a lot of missing space, so I'm still trying to catch
Yeah,
up.
you missed a lot of good stuff.
yeah.
I went back
you
and watched
missed
it all,
briefly.
but it's not the same.
Hey,
It's not the same.
not only that, you have the network, and then you have WWE 2K14 that you can play, and you can relive every moment in WrestleMania history. And
That's true.
oh, I'm sorry, I'm not supposed to plug anything. God forbid.
Oh
We
yeah.
don't
Oh yeah.
plug on shows.
Oh Chris.
We will
Chris.
never plug items like such things,
Oh, Chris,
I just
you
don't
can't do
understand.
that, man.
Like, you can't even wear a brand name shirt on the guy's show. Like, what are you supposed
Yeah,
to do?
exactly. I mean, you can't even promote Dish Network or
We can't promote
Western House
somewhere.
TVs. Exactly.
You can't promote this water bottle, you see. So
Yes, and I can't even sponsor the white beater, the redneck tuxedo itself.
We can't promote GTA 5. Can't promote this either. Okay.
Why are you always talking about the network? Why are you talking about WTK14? Because I can't.
What about
What
this?
I
Can we
do.
promote-
I'm gonna sue you for that.
What the
I'm gonna
fuck?
sue you for that. You
Yeah.
can't do that.
I'm promoting wheat bread. Is that okay?
We bread.
All right, that's
No, I'm
fine,
gonna
yeah.
sue you for that as well.
Oh, that's
trying to
a
watch the
derogatory
cards.
comment. That's a derogatory comment. I'm also gonna, promote cracker.
You can-
Man.
oh god. This has become a comedy show.
Yes, ladies and gentlemen, I apologize if I am out
Yeah,
of
it's
line.
fine.
It's just one of those nights.
It's one of those nights, we go crazy.
Full moon out
Nice,
there.
because we're about to have a good roll tonight.
In this show, anything can happen. We do crazy stuff. Taste.
Murphy's Law. Anything that can go wrong will go wrong.
We don't care.
We just set the prime example of that.
Exactly.
Yeah.
It's time to was it rate Extreme Rules. So I'm going to start off. I'm going to give it, I'm going to give it 8. I think it was a good show. I really think it was a really good show. I mean, Evolution versus the Shield delivered. The main event was fine, good. Yeah, Divas match was, good. He had the Triple Threat match was pretty good. So he had some good matches, So yeah, I'm gonna give it an 8. What about you, Billy?
I give it a 9.
Wow.
I thought it was pretty good.
Yeah.
There's just one match I just didn't understand why they even put it on there. The handicap.
That could have been on the pre-show, but yeah, that wouldn't have been.
Yeah. The WLC match could have even been on the card
Well,
for them.
the reason I wouldn't see it as a pre-show match is because that's not going to get people hyped for the pay-per-view. I thought they did good with the WLC match as a pre.
Yeah.
That's true. Yeah, you do need something.
Overall, I love the pay-per-view. It was good.
Yeah, I had no complaints. What about you, Chris?
Honestly, guys, I am this pay-per-view. Here's the thing: we talk about we need guys to step up. WWE needs to push the young talent. Well, here's the thing: you just had a pay-per-view where Shield won, Cesaro won, Wade Barrett won, Paige won, Daniel Bryan won. So you think about it, all the guys that you want to see pushed got pushed. So in my mind, how can you not say this pay-per-view was not a 5-star? I have said 5-star pay-per-view before. I'll say it again. I thought it was a very well done. I thought Daniel Bryan was legit. Enjoyed every bit of it, and I can't wait for Raw tonight. These guys are gonna go all out. It almost feels like it's gonna be the WrestleMania after Raw. And yes, by the way, RVD did get a very good gash on his face. They showed it just now on the press conference. And I'll tell you what, guys, if WWE comes around our areas, I hope because we do these shows, we could get press passes so we can ask some of these questions. Because I want to know some of the credentials of these so-called question people.
I'm going to Raw.
Yeah, Billy's going, and
I'm going to Raw after Money in the Bank.
yeah, I gotta get my ticket too. I just been friggin' procrastinating, but I'm
gonna
most likely gonna go.
You're gonna have to take some PWF signs with you
Yeah.
to promote us. But yeah, definitely. I mean, when was the last time you guys went to?
I've never been to a live wrestling show in my entire life.
Last
What?
time I went to one
Future
was-
wrestlers never seen a wrestling show in his real life. The
I went
passion I
to-
have
I went
now
to
is
see it.
huge, but I feel like once I see it for the first time in person, I'm just gonna fall in love.
Dude, the last time I
Alright,
went to one was when Vader was on Raw.
Damn.
Wow.
Yeah. That was
Alright,
pretty
well,
sick.
my last wrestling event was WrestleMania 27, where Miz beat Cena, and I got to see Edge's last match. Then the
Yeah.
night I got to watch Rock and Cena officially make the match for WrestleMania 28. So, yeah, that was my last foray into the wrestling live events. But I do try to hope I can get myself in shape and be able to make it to the next pay-per-view or the next SmackDown they do.
Mhm.
Because, now with our outlets that we're promoting and being a part of. And guys, I want to say thank you for allowing me to be a part of your show. It really has been a tremendous honor, and I cannot wait to have you guys on my show eventually.
Welcome.
And you know, I cannot wait, and I will be definitely plugging PWF is War. So trust me, you have my word on that.
Thank you. Thank you. Unlike Sam.
Jesus Christ.
Yeah.
Alright,
Guys, I can only do what C Double does. I can't control everybody else and their mama now.
Yeah.
Are we going to keep throwing shots at him?
No. But
Throwing
yeah.
shots. You're
That's pretty
firing
cool.
cake missiles at him.
Oh, missiles, never mind. That's even better.
But yeah,
Oh,
we,
man.
What about a nuke? Even better.
By the
Jeez,
way,
it's like
Yeah.
Forrest Clay.
real
Go
quick,
wrap this up.
tonight they just announced on the Raw preview show the whole damn show versus the King of Swing, one-on-one.
Oh,
So we were talking about possibly a series of matches. Looks like that's probably where they're going to go with, because it looks like RVD and Cesaro is going to have some matches together.
Nice.
That's pretty cool. That's going to be a good match.
I'm real into it, yeah.
And
I just want to say, just give my rating at a fucking pay-per-view real quick.
yeah,
Oh yeah,
quick.
all does.
Yeah.
Overall, I thought it was a really solid show. Good matches, good spots, good storytelling, good ring psychology. Everyone that was there on the card performed. Overall, I'm stuck between. I'd say a 9 is a really fair grade. I never really give anything a perfect 10. Like as far as the show goes, I'll give a match maybe a 5-star match if it's good enough. But I think a 9 is a fair grade in my opinion. I really enjoyed it. I'm real happy I saw it, and I'm really happy I got the WWE Network.
Yes, yeah.
Yeah, because W's really stepping their game up now, so
They really are.
They're starting off with
they're actually listening to us now. They're listening
Now
to
Extreme
us.
Rules a good pay-per-view.
I always said I never thought WWE could get any bigger, and yet they proved me wrong again.
But I was going to say, Dean Ambrose is going to defend his United States title in a 20-man battle royal tonight as well, because of the authority ordered it. So, and obviously Adam Rose is debuting as well. So,
Yeah.
Is it possible that we
So
see
yeah, we should wrap it
both
up anyway. I mean, the questions I have to do next show.
Dallas?
Tonight?
Yeah.
Tonight.
Is it possible
maybe.
we see Bo Dallas win the U.S. title?
Oh my
Oh,
god.
No.
Oh no!
Please. Tell me
no.
you can say that.
Apologize, but why not? I mean, the only reason I'm
Teasing,
saying
but-
that is if you think about it, think of these promos he's leaving. What better way than you have Dean Ambrose, but it's like if it's a battle royal too. Now Dean's not having to get pinned, so
Yeah,
it
it's
could be
not
just
taking
about
credibility.
anybody.
With Dean
I really
Mays,
hope it's like
Dean
someone like
Castle.
Ziggler, someone that honestly deserves it. Maybe a Tyson Kidd or something.
Tyson Kidd, yeah. Somebody. Bo Dallas.
Yeah, I'm ready. We got 4 minutes till showtime.
Yeah, so that's it really. So I'm going to leave the questions. I'll answer them next time tomorrow's show because we don't have any time.
Yeah.
And some rumours tomorrow as well. So
Yep.
If
Just
you
send
wanna-
me a message once the show uploads, so I know, so I can put the intro in for you.
so yeah, if you want to leave your plug in quickly, Billy, you can do it again quick.
Yeah, just like my Facebook page, Wrestling World News, and follow me on Twitter at Brickwall860.
Okay, awesome. And you, Chris?
At Wrestle Talk, at Twitter, underscores after between the Wrestle and Talk, and I'll be doing a live tweet on the matches, and tonight we'll be doing the show, so you guys are welcome to join us, and if you want me to be a part, I'm always welcome to showing up.
Yeah. You're always welcome
And
to
thank you
come
again,
to
and I said a 9 for the pay-per-view.
Alright.
And you,
Oh yeah, like I said, follow me on Twitter at _Arabian Wolf, or add me on Facebook at Paul Gizer.
yep, and you can like us on Facebook at Broadcast Wrestling Fallout. Of course, follow us on Twitter, PWF as well, and make sure you click that subscribe button. I hope you guys enjoyed the show, and spread the word. Tell your friends, pro wrestling fans, to check us out. And our next show is tomorrow, which we do Raw review, questions, and thoughts and rumours. So See you guys tomorrow. Later, man.
Alright.
Later.
Ba-ba-ba-ba-boo.
Yeah.
Where do I